What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into the dawn of DC with Adventures of Superman, Jon Kent, issue number 2. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, what happens inside of this comic, I was not expecting. Now, I had a little bit of an inclination that we might see some things in here that we're gonna get to. I don't want to spoil anything. But as you can see on the front cover, it says a final showdown with Ultraman and an injustice to be reckoned with. And while that does give a little bit away on what's gonna happen, this comic just switched into a different direction that I really did not anticipate it going. But I'm telling you right now, I am 100% on board with what they are doing. Tom Taylor, keep busting it out. Who cares what the haters say about Jon Kent? I am here for it. I'm locked in. I'm buckling my seats. And I am ready for the ride. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we pick up with this issue, we are picking up at the Fortress of Solitude. We see a conversation between Lois and Jay going on, just talking about work, talking about being the significant other to someone like Superman or Superboy. But more importantly, we have the Lois Lane that is Red Tornado. She is the doorway between dimensions. She is now attuned to the multiverse. She can detect every time Ultraman jumps between Earths. The only problem, Ultraman only jumps after he has murdered a Superman. But now they believe they have the weapon to stop him, the Phantom Zone projector. This is the best weapon that they have against Ultraman. This is when Red Tornado detects that he has just killed another Clark, that they must go and they must go now. They all say their goodbyes and then they take off. Not sure how they might be able to find Ultraman. Red Tornado is already scanning the planet. As they look around, Jon is curious on why him. If there are all these multiverses, why isn't there another Jon that can go out and do this? And Superman goes on to explain because time is the same no matter what multiverse you are in, no matter what universe you find yourself in. Time is always the same. In most universes, Jon Kent is still too young. There is another Jon around his age, but in that universe, it is infected with the undead. This, of course, is referring to deceased. But while they look around, this is where she detects that he is coming. Before she can even finish her sentence, we have Ultraman coming in and he splits Red Tornado in half. With Superman going down to help Lois Lane, Jon Kent is left here facing off against Ultraman by himself. Before Jon can even react, Ultraman has already smacked him in the face and thrown him down to the ground. Looking at the Phantom Zone projector, he recognizes a very special weapon that he might be able to use. Going up to Superman and Red Tornado, to Val and Lois. He had warned them if they showed up again, he was going to take care of them. Pointing the Phantom Zone projector at them, he turns it on, and both of them vanish. Before Val had disappeared, he referred to Jon as Jon. Ultraman hearing this, asking if this is his Jon. In a fit of rage, he says that I was never your Jon. Hitting him with that heat vision, he burns off some of Ultraman's suit, and Ultraman recognizes that banishing the robot and Val, this really did tick off Jon Kent. But we also see that the Phantom Zone projector, it has been destroyed. Ultraman wastes no time, he goes in on Jon, letting him know that you are still holding back, because he has the same weakness as his father. Compassion, that he will never be able to defeat him if you are not prepared to kill him. This is where that blue energy begins to surge inside of Jon. He can feel it raging inside of him. He can feel it taking hold, something that he has been holding back but is finally letting out. He punches Ultraman right across the face, and this sends Ultraman flying down to the ground. Jon taking another opportunity while he falls, bringing both his fists together and slamming them into Ultraman's face. Jon Kent has just knocked out Ultraman. That power rushing through his body, he can feel it fading. Whatever it is going away. With it, it is taking huge amounts of energy, like he used up every reserve he had. And so he also collapses to the ground right next to Ultraman. And Ultraman is the first one to wake up. Ultraman thinking that he has never been hit by someone with that amount of strength. And he has made a lot of powerful people in a lot of dimensions very angry. He doesn't know what that power is, but he knows that it has taken all the energy out of Jon. As he crawls over to Jon, he begins to choke him out. But he's not going to kill him. He is going to take him back to the volcano and keep him as a play toy. And since he's taking this personally, he is going to make his way to Jon's Earth, and he is going to kill his mother. That he is going to make an exception for Jon's Earth. That he is going to make sure everybody he loves suffers. This is when, from behind Ultraman, we have Superman show up. He grabs the neck of Ultraman, he twists it, and he breaks his neck. This is our Injustice Superman. He has made his arrival to the battlefield, and in an instant, he has killed Ultraman. As Ultraman's body falls down to the ground lifeless, Superman is asking Jon if he is okay, and Jon is shocked. Shocked that Superman just killed Ultraman. But Superman is just as shocked. Looking at Jonathan, he recognizes the eyes, with tears coming down the face of Superman. He recognizes those eyes because those are the same one that his mother had. Those are the same eyes as the Lois that he had lost. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like I said, this was a twist that I was not expecting. I fully expected this series to be focusing on strictly Ultraman and Jonathan dealing with his trauma by defeating Ultraman. And in a sense, he kind of did. But in that defeat, it was only momentary. If it were not for the arrival of our Injustice Superman, Jonathan would definitely be taken captive back to the volcano. And whatever power that Jon has, this unique blue energy, we can tell that he has yet to truly understand how to control it. There may come a time where he learns how to properly utilize this power without draining him completely. But as it stands, he still has no understanding of what this is or where it comes from. And it's gonna be a little bit before we truly learn the source of this. Because right now, Jon stands before our Injustice Superman. And so while Jon tries to figure out this situation, we still have to rescue Val and Red Tornado from the Phantom Zone. There's a lot of potential here, and I am very excited to see what Tom Taylor decides to do with this character. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything that is going on with Jon Kent, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. Both the links will take you to the playlist so you can get completely caught up on everything going on with this story. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50. From loyalty badges to getting comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.